Alhamdulillah, by the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will be starting the halaqa, weekly halaqa of Tajweed. Because of a decision made just yesterday to start today, so the time was very tight. But I had to do a lot of things in order to prepare for this halaqa. But Alhamdulillah, was not only the course material but also the streaming, and then the software that you see on the side, um, um, with the ability to ask questions and so on. Inshallah, I will be explaining that to you as we go on. So before we start, inshallah, we will make a dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala um, give us tawfiq to um, go through this course completely, okay, from start till the end. So we make this dua: Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Okay, but before we make the dua, we can start with the salutations to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you can repeat after me. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir. So you must have noticed that if you go on the website right here, this is our website, the main page of the website. There is a lot of things in here, and behind the username and password, the school software and so on. There's a lot of things behind the username and password. But right on this main page, this is the new section that I just added right here: online Tajweed Halaqa, and then the schedule: Fridays 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So our time zone is Mountain Time. Mountain right now, it says, if you put your cursor on top, it says Mountain Daylight Saving Time. Okay, and then you have the notes here. So if you click on this link here, so it will give you the one that I'm going to be following, inshallah. So this is the one that I was displaying. Okay, this one. This is written by this lady. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give her a great reward, because we have been using her notes for a long time, and mashallah, she's done a very good job, and it's all in English and everything with good examples. So there was no need to reinvent the wheel, although I did write a quick Tajweed reference guide, quick one, just 2-page one, for those if they want to just put on the side of their table, or on the wall or whatever, for a quick reference. Inshallah, I will bring that out a bit later on. But this is basically an acknowledgement that these notes have been made by Sister Maha Rashid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give her great reward. Inshallah, we will be using her notes. And these are the table of contents. Now back to the website again. So this is how you can download the Tajweed notes. So if you click on it, it will just open in your browser like this. And then, but this is in the browser. And if you want to download and save it on your computer, so then you have to go over here on the right hand side, and you click there, and it asks you whether you want to open it or you want to save it. So you just select save it, and you save, and then you can put it in whichever directory you want, or you can put it on your desktop, wherever. It's up to you. Okay, going back now here. So that's this link is for the notes. Okay, Tajweed notes. Then this is a very important link. If you click on it, it will open the this drawing, this actually picture of the mouth, and it's very important for tajweed, because we need to know what are the proper makharij of the huruf. Okay, how many huruf in Arabic? Okay, 28 plus 1. Okay, 28 consonants and one which is not a consonant. It's just it's a letter, but it is no, it cannot take any vowels. Okay, which is alif. We will discuss this in a bit more detail, Allah Ta'ala. Okay, yeah. So I've been reminded to ask all the participants that you must. I mean, we recommend that you come regularly. It's only 1 hour in the whole week for now. Although I'm scared already that 1 hour might not be enough. Okay, because once we start the 1 hour, it just goes so fast, and then there will be a lot of questions in your mind as well. You might want to ask. I will explain to you how you can ask the questions as well. So please, you have to come regularly at this time. You may have to make a little bit of an adjustment to your other schedules, but inshallah, in the end, this knowledge of tajweed that you will gain, bi'idhnillah, inshallah, is going to benefit a lot. All right, so now this picture is the picture of the mouth. Okay, basically, it's if I can let's say make it big. So here, this is how it is. Um, let's see if I can do like this. Okay, I can do like this here. So now this is, I just wanted to show you this, that this is also not done by me. I use it. This has been done by Sheikh Dr. No, Ayman Rushdi Suwaid. Okay, and these other people that they've made it together. And Sheikh Dr. Ayman Rushdi Suwaid, mashallah, is very one of a very prominent figure in the ilm of tajweed. He has regular, I'm not sure if it's that program is still going on. He used to have in the past, in the recent past, maybe it's still going on. Program's name was Kaifa Naqra'ul Quran, and mashallah, a lot of people have benefited. And inshallah, later on, also we will use a book written by one of his students. That's also happens to be a lady, and I think she's a revert, because from her name I can see it's a European name. And inshallah, we will use it for the advanced concepts of in tajweed and advanced knowledge in tajweed. Right now, we will be following the notes that I was showing you, which basically covers the basic tajweed, which is more than enough to get us going as far as regular recitation is concerned. And then in depth will be later on with the other book that I will. Okay, and the third link here is Hamzatul Wasl. Basically, is Hamzatul Wasl is something very important. We will be encountering it, a lot. Okay, and this thing actually, will be encountering, because well, there are two types of mushaf that most people are used to. One is mushaf or Quran, or the book that Pakistani subcontinent, that area, which was popular over there. And that notation, that way of writing, there there is a big difference between the international standard right now, which is what you find in the Haramain Sharifain, and in most of the masajid throughout the world, at least to my knowledge. And I've been to even east, like in Malaysia and so on, and that's what we could find over there as well. But and here also many masajid keep that Mus'haf Madinatul Sharif um, style. Okay, So there we will meet a lot of these Hamzatul Wasls. Inshallah, we will discuss what this Hamzatul Wasl stands for and what is its equivalent in the Indian Pakistani style Mushaf or Quran. Inshallah. Okay, perfect. So now that's what I wanted to basically do today is do this bit of an introduction and tell you where you can download the links that will be we will be using. um, okay, now let's move on to review the topics that we will be inshallah covering. um, okay, so let me explain to you how you can ask the question. Okay, so I'm going to open up another browser and I will go in. أعوذ بالله. Okay, there we go. Now you can, like, I think most of you, I mean those who are students, our students, students of one of our schools, they I think they have gone on this particular stream now through their own accounts. But those who don't have an account, so they must have gone through this link that is on the main page. But I would encourage you. I'm going to put another link down here somewhere for registration. It's a free registration, but if you register, then you will be able to ask the questions. Okay. So without registration, you won't be able to ask. Okay, so I'm going to right now sign in and show you how the questions are asked. Okay, so here I will just go in as one of the test students. Okay, and when you're a student, then you get these two links. Either you go to assembly that happens in the mornings, weekday mornings, and then you can go to Halaqah of Tajweed, which is now. You click on that and then this thing is loaded now, which you are on right now. Okay, so now you can go to Halaq of Tajweed. Do that on my own computer, so I'm going to do it from my wife's computer. Hold on, just hold on a second. Mm, okay. Just 1 second. See, this is 1 second. Okay. So you can probably see uh, like those who are students, they can see their name. So I guess I'm going to use this DTC1 account, and no, I need to show it. What you need to do basically, you will get an RH raise hand symbol. Okay, so I can see Ismail Amir's name there. Ismail, can you click on that RH right now? That means raise hand. Okay, or anyone, Muaz ibn Zahid or Zahid or anyone can click. Okay. This Zahid have done. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. So Zahid has done. Now you get a hand raised sign, and then yeah, Ismail has done it now as well. So when you get that,
Now, what it means that you want to ask a question, and I'm going to uh, now allow you to ask a question. Let's say I will do it for Zahid. Okay, so I'm going to uh, allow that. Okay, so then you should get a recorder open up, a voice recorder open up. So if the voice record, yeah, should open up. Okay, and basically you have to allow the flash. So if you're using Firefox, it is pretty friendly with it. So you can record, and then that's it. Just I mean, to record, you click on the red button, and then once you finish recording, you click on the black button, and it will upload by itself. After it is finished, then you will get a green star, and then that will be the question, and we will get it, and we will be able to listen to it, and I will play it, and everyone will be able to listen to the question, and I will answer it, inshallah. But those who have come from the main page, they are, under those IP addresses that we see at the bottom of the list. So inshallah, I'm going to post, well, not post, but I'm going to put the registration link. And once you register, then your name is going to appear like the names on the top of the list. And and then you will be able to pose the questions and so on like this, inshallah. All right, we can move on, inshallah, um, and get on with the actual course for today. If there are further questions, we can always deal with them, inshallah, after the class through email. You can always send the email to from the main page, as I was showing here. There's this one here. Contact us. You can send an email, and inshallah we will answer the question. But the best thing is to register. So I'm going to put the registration link right here, inshallah. Okay. If there is any further information that is needed, then I'm going to um, come come back to it and inshallah talk about it. Otherwise, let us start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Get away with this one and come to this one. Now, inshallah, these are the topics that we will be covering. So uh, now, if you actually download these, you can actually follow these. I mean, on your computer or just from my screen, inshallah. I think for now, just follow from my screen. So let's start with a simple rule, relatively simple rule, rules of Noon and Meem Mushaddad. So something being Mushaddad means something bearing or having the tashdid. So I'm going to just start my pen so that I can start writing, and that makes it a little bit easy for illustration. Just here we go. I'm going to start my pen here. Okay. So tashdid, like for example, any letter having a tashdid, let's say a ba having tashdid. So this symbol, okay, is tashdid. And whenever you have the symbol, then there has to be a haraka as well, fatha or kasra or dhamma. Okay, what fatha in Urdu language, I guess Persian as well, would be zabar, and kasra would be zir, and dhamma would be pesh. Okay, all right. Sometimes you will see in the Arabic style notation, you, and this is actually, this is what confuses a lot of people. And then some people actually, like when people go on our site, we recommend right here. See, if you go on this site, okay, we and then they go on any one of our software, let's say this one, okay. So there is, you can see, but what they do is they go on the software, they start using it, but then they don't do this here. See this here? For correct Arabic character display, please install this font. So once this font is installed, then you get, nice font, where you can see and what you're more or less used to. Otherwise, you get a font where the shadda is, or tajdeed is shown like this. So tajdeed with the fatha will be like this, or zabar. Tajdeed with the kasra, this is what confuses majority of the people, will be like this. So the kasra actually appears just under the tajdeed, not here. And then people say, "Oh, there's a problem. There's a mistake on your website." Oh no, it's not. There's no mistake there. The thing is that you actually missed this instruction. First, you need to do that. Install the fonts, proper fonts. Then, inshallah, correct character rendering is going to happen. Okay. So let us go back to this one. So this is tajdeed. So tajdeed means this is tajdeed, and a something being mushaddad, a letter being mushaddad means a letter bearing the tajdeed on top. Okay, and yeah. So let us go to this chapter. So I'm going to click here, and it doesn't work. So therefore, I'm going to type the page number here and just scroll down to that. Okay, there you go. Rules of Noon and Meem Mushaddad. Just before we continue a little bit, let me just tell you about Noon and Meem. Okay, and to do that, I want to actually load this picture here. Where's that picture? There we go. I want to load this picture, and as I explained before that I have sent and I put this link on the main page. So now this basically tells you, talks about the makharij of all the huruf, and it sort of groups them together as well. Okay, now let us look at the noon. So right here, see that? So you need noon. Here's the noon. There is noon. How do we pronounce noon? So this is the tongue part. Let me use my pen here. Okay, uh, make the brush a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is the tongue part here. As you can see, this is tongue. Side view of the tongue. Okay, and this part here, the yellow part is the bone part. So, and this is the inside dome. Dome inside. You see it. You have a dome inside your mouth. That's the dome. Okay. The yellow part, the yellow part is the bone part, hard part. So you can say hard palate. Okay. So where the the gums? This is the teeth, the upper teeth and the lower teeth, the front teeth, lower front, upper front teeth, lower front teeth. If you put the tip of your tongue at this place, just above the teeth, okay, you will get the makhraj or the point of articulation of noon. Makhraj in English, point of articulation, noon. Okay, now the point to notice here is, let me just come down a little bit. Okay, now look at these other letters. Okay, look at these. For example, let me just, okay, let me use this one here. Okay, look at this one. I'm just going to choose a thinner brush, pen. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This, 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 this. Okay, and then it's moving back, moving down a little bit. There. This, this, this. What's the difference? Did you notice the difference? Okay, I'm sure you did. By now, what is the difference? What were we seeing here? Look, this is actually the nasal cavity. It's a nasal cavity, this part here. The air is coming through your windpipe, um, from here, coming. Now it has two places it can go to. It can go through your mouth, but what happens here? It gets blocked, and it can go through here. Ah, this one is open. See that? Now, if you look at other letters, look, if it wants to go through the nose, it cannot. It cannot. It's blocked. Blocked. It's blocked here. All of these are blocked. 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 Okay, Jim, Sheen, yeah. All of these are blocked, except for Noon. But Noon is not the only one. Okay. So let me now go down. This frame here is talking about the makhraj of Noon. You put the tip of the tongue there and you say Noon. Okay. But they have also grouped together nasal letters. Say among all the 29 letters, which ones are nasal? Which ones are nasal? Only two. What are they? Noon, oops, Noon and Meme. Meme. That's it. These ones here. These ones. So now you can see that in both of these, and they show the arrows as well. The arrows. So the wind or the air is coming from your windpipe and going out through the nose, while your tongue is at the point of articulation. Same thing. So this for noon and for meme as well. The air coming out through the nose. Can air come out from the other route here? No, it cannot. Why? Because the the path is blocked. In case of meme, the path is blocked through the lips being sealed. The lips are together. They don't allow the air to pass. And in case of noon, the the air cannot pass because the tip of the tongue is touching the beginning of the dome here, the hard palate beginning there. So these two are the nasal letters. So whenever we read the Quran, okay, we need to make sure that when noon and meme come, we make the nasal sound. But when the other letters they come, we don't make the nasal sound. And then you will notice sometimes some of the Qaris they recite the Quran and they make everything nasal. Okay, some people think that, oh, making everything nasal is like is adding beauty. No, absolutely not. In the technical terms, in the tajweed terms, there are two mistakes: lahnul jali, lahnul khafi. Lahn means mistake, jali means big mistake, and khafi means small mistake. Reciting Quran in a nasal way where you are making letters other than noon and meme nasal as well. This is lahnul jali. This is big mistake, and this is wrong. Okay. If such a person goes in any, let's say, Quran competition, or anyone is judging, they will just fail him right away. Okay. Now, so you need the nose for noon and meme. You need the nose. If your nose is blocked, I like to do this all the time. Noon. So if I write this in an English, with English alphabets, noon. And meme, let's say I'll write the meme like this. Meme. Okay? So nasal here. Meme nasal. Noon nasal. But if someone's nose is blocked, then this is gonna sound like dude, and this is gonna sound like beep. Okay? So you need the nose. Alright. Getting back to this here now. So what does it say? The way of pronouncing. If a meme or noon is mushaddad, meaning having the tajdeed on top, okay, that is, it has a shadda sign on it, the reader must do the gunna. Gunna means nasal sound. That's what gunna means. Nasal sound of two beats. Okay, what does two beats mean? Okay, we will look at it. What is a beat? Okay, we'll look at it. Let's move down slightly. All right. Now there's a note here saying, if the reader stops on a word ending with a noon or meme mushaddad, the ghunna for the meme or noon mushaddad still has to be applied. Okay, perfect. Let us look at these examples. Okay, let us read these. Let me just move this over. Can I move this over? Move this over here. Um, or we can actually go page 600. Uh, can I move this over? Ah, alhamdulillah. Okay, very good. Okay, let's read this one. So this one we will read not anna but anna. So we spend two beat two beats worth of uh, time or duration on this letter, doing the nasal sound. Two beats. Anna. This one here. La tarawunna. This one. Annasi. Annasi. This one. Bin nasiyah. Or if there is no stop sign, then we have to do the this letter which is called ta marbuta. Bin nasiyati. This one. Bi jahannam or bi jahannama. So the main thing that that needs to be noticed here, that I am stretching the nasal sound two beats. Okay, this the top line, the top row here were the examples with noon. Noon mushaddad. Noon having the shadda on top. The line below is with Meem. Meem Mushaddad, meaning Meem having tajdeed sign or shadda on top. So how are we going to read these? The first one, Amma, Amma. Second one, Wa Amma, Wa Amma. Third one, Fa Amma, Fa Amma. Fourth one, Fa Ummuhu, Fa Ummuhu. Okay, and they put a noon one here. I don't know why. Inna, inna. All right. Now we can actually look at the page 600 Surah Al-Qari'ah. Okay, for the let's go to Mus'haf Medina. Okay. Now this is the Mus'haf I was talking about. This is what we will be using, inshallah. This Mus'haf has been printed in Saudi Arabia. Okay, and endowment for Allah's sake for the from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Abdullah ibn Abdul Aziz Al Saud. Okay, so this is the Mus'haf we will be using. This is the Mus'haf you will find in Haramain Sharifain, and basically it has become the international standard. So I think that's set page 600. So let's go to page 600 and Surah Al-Qari'ah. Okay, all right, there's some of the Meem Mushaddads here. So let us go to that right away. So this one here, starting from ayah number 6. Um, not sure if you can see my pointer. You can see my pointer, right? Okay, yeah, see pointer. Okay, there you go. So how are use my pen to highlight here. فَأَمَّا, okay, and then here. وَأَمَّا, and this one here. فَأُمُّهُ. Okay, one of the points I wanted to highlight at this point that when people read Quran, um, it's it's like a common practice that they want to read fast, 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 fast. And unfortunately, sometimes there are even gatherings where that you're supposed to read, let's say one juz, and everyone picks up a juz or a sip, called sipara, and then everyone is reading, and then that basically everyone wants to read fast, fast, fast. So that they can read more. So if we actually want to do justice to the recitation of the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we need to read it applying the rules of tajweed. So um, one of the things that we need, inshallah, and you will realize as we go on, you will realize as we go on that that tajweed is not for I don't want to use this word, lazy people. No. If a person feels lazy, well, he's gonna find big problems. Okay. For example, let me just give you an example, and so you have an appreciation. Okay. For example, here, al-Qari'ah, mal-Qari'ah, wama adra, wama adraka mal-Qari'ah. This is how people will read normally. Okay. Now, there's a lot of problems with that type of recitation. For example, here, uh, the ayn was compromised. Al-Qari'ah, no, Al-Qari'ah, okay, and then also the ha sound was compromised. It was hardly audible. And this is another problem here. Any letter with a kasra should have an e sound, not a sound. This is one of the big problems that doesn't matter who it is, what background, Arab, non-Arab. Okay, a lot of people they would do it, they would just say re, 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 which is actually not correct. Ra kasra will be re, e, b, t, c, g. So the correct way of reading this would be al-qari'ah, al-qari, ri-ah, al-qari'ah, mal-qari'ah. Okay, and also, for example, if here, so if somebody is reading, يَوْمَ يَكُونُ so here they will say na so, rather than saying su. So without dhamma, the letters go and the letters have the u sound. With the kasra, they have the e sound. So in order to make the e sound for the kasra letters, or the letters which are maksur or have the kasra, you need to put that extra effort. It's easy to say re, but it's harder, slightly harder. It takes that slight extra effort to say re, and that little effort, many people they don't want to make. They just want the easy way. It's like you have you're supposed to go like this, right? You're supposed to go like this and like this. So people say, well, I can go like this. That's called cutting corners. So anyone with this attitude won't do very good in tajweed. No, you need to first of all have the attitude of putting that extra effort. Tajweed means to beautify, to make something beautiful. And if you want to do that, like if you want to make something beautiful, you have to put extra effort in it. Okay, anything for that matter. Okay, so same thing with Quran, that we will have to put that little extra effort to make the articulations, the sound correct. So yawma, and here also there's another one. So now it will be yoma. A lot of people say yoma. No, yoma. Not even yoma. Not even that. Yoma. There's a lot of Urdu people who are coming from Urdu background say yo. No. Whenever you have this is called lean. Wow. Second preceded by a letter with a fatha is a lean. You have to read it like this. Yaw. Yaw. Yawma. Yakunun nasu. All of these. So effectively, when we read the Quran, when we're reading the Kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is a rule that is applicable, that applies to each and every, not word, each and every letter. There is a rule that applies to that. There's a rule that applies to that. There's a rule, actually, I shouldn't say a rule. There is a set of rules that apply to each one of these. A set of rules. There is no sound that that if you really want to read with tajweed, you wouldn't make any sound which does not have a rule, or which is not respecting a rule behind it. You wouldn't. And inshallah we are going that's what we are going to learn. So it is not just like mumble jumble. This, oh yeah, this is how I learned, and that's how I read. No, there are definite rules for the recitation of each and every letter, and then the combinations of letters as well. How the when the letters are put together, how they affect each other. When the harakat, what are the harakat? What is haraka? Fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Vowels. Okay, these are vowels. Whenever they are put on the letters, okay, then some of the qualities, the sifat of some of the huruf, they also get modified. They get modified. So that's what tajweed is all about. So we have to come, and with this spirit we learn. Inshallah, you will notice that those who alhamdulillah who can already read, meaning that they have some kind of fluency, they are reading, they have recognition of letters and so on, they will inshallah see their qira'ah will get slowly it will start getting enhanced, because now their qira'ah will be backed up with the theory, meaning they will know why they are reading what they are reading. They will have the rule behind it. Why do you say qari'ah? Why don't you say qari'ah? Okay. um, all those things. Okay. Why is a letter flat? Why is a letter read in a rounded and heavy manner? There are rules, and that's what we will be learning now. Let's get back to um, our notes again. Where are our notes? Right here. So Noon Mushaddad and Meem Mushaddad. Okay, so it's one of the simpler rules, but the main thing is that you need to apply it as we are reading. The other note was, okay, this was 600 and this was page 604, Surah An-Nas. Yeah, so let us look at 604, page 604, Surah An-Nas. Okay, and there's a lot of Noon Mushaddats here. So how are we going to read this? First of all, let us identify the Noon Mushaddads. Okay, in this one, here's one. Okay, and there's another one here. There's another one here. There is another one here. Okay, there's another one here, and one here, and one here. Okay, so let us now read. If you want, you can join me in reading. Okay, so I will read very slowly. And when you read slowly, then you can respect the rules of Tajweed. So you can actually, if you want, to read along, or you know what? First, I will read it. Let me read the whole surah. Then, second pass, you can read along with me. Okay? So let's do it like this. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صدق الله العظيم. Okay, now you can read with me. Let's read together. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, I'm sure you did all these nasal sounds. Okay, so we did the meme in Surah Al-Qari'ah, and we did the Noon Mushaddats. So today's the first rule, one of the simpler ones, is Noon Mushaddad and Meem Mushaddad. Um, I'm sure you have questions here and there. Inshallah, I'm going to have the I don't know if someone actually used it or not. The thing that see there. Hopefully by next class, inshallah, everything will be a little bit more streamlined, inshallah, because as I said in the beginning, I didn't have very much time. I was like pretty rush, rush, rush. But alhamdulillah. So let us go back to this one here and see what else. Okay. Okay. So I think yeah, I think someone recorded the question. Let me see my okay, maybe I can listen to it. Or can you listen to the question and see what he's saying? Was it gone? It's gone, or is it? Or can you hear it? You couldn't hear it? I don't know why. Okay, I think inshallah we will have this sorted out by the next class. As I said, I didn't have very much time to figure it out. And get all the things working. But inshallah, we will have everything working. Okay. The next topic we will do is al-qalqalah. Okay. We also want to do a recitation of one page, minimum one page from the Mus'haf every time. So, before we start this next topic, let us recite one page. And as we recite, we will apply the rules. So, as we learn the rules, we will highlight them, or not necessarily, because if they become a lot, then might not be able to highlight them. But inshallah, we will identify them as we go. So let us start with Surah Al-Fatiha. Okay. And Surah Al-Fatiha, as you all know, is very important. We need to read this in each rak'ah of our salah, and it is wajib. Without this, salah is not really will not be proper if we don't do it properly. All right. So let us read this surah. If you want, you can read along with me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. Okay, so just let us just analyze it a little bit. Okay, I know this page has the background, some kind of a design in the background, which makes it slightly hard to look at it. Let me just reduce the magnification. Let's see, maybe 190. Let's see what happens. Okay, not bad. Okay, now if you see in the beginning, I mentioned Hamzatul Wasl. See, this is here Hamzatul Wasl. Now, if you compare this with a Mus'haf, the Indian Pakistani Mus'haf, then there they will actually write an alif with a fatha. Okay, so that you can actually you know exactly what this Hamzatul Wasl is going to stand for. Al, yeah, okay, fatha or zabar, fatha or zabar. But I want you to get used to now the Arabic terminology. Okay, so because of course, I mean, Quran is in Arabic, so let us get used to the Arabic terminology. So this is fatha or zabar, but let's use fatha, zabar. So they would actually put the actual zabar or fatha there, and you read Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now the concept of Hamzatul Wasl is that Hamzatul Wasl is used whenever you are actually starting from here, from this word. So the word here is, this is the word. This is the word. Okay. And you find Hamzatul Wasl and Lam. Lam with the sukoon. This is a jazm or sukoon here. Okay. Hamdu. Okay. Now hamd, we all know, I think most of us know hamd. What is hamd? Praise. Praise. So all praises are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Praise. What is praise? Praise is a noun. Is a noun. So it's preceded by Hamzatul Wasl and Lam. So Hamzatul Wasl will always have a fatha because it's a noun. So it'll be al. Now if you actually hard code it and you put this, then there it poses a slight problem. If you want to just read Alhamdulillah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, it's perfect, no problem at all. But then if you want to actually, continue reading Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillah. When you do that, what happens? This meme here of Rahimi goes and joins with the lam here. Rahimil Hamdulillah. What happened to Hamzatul Wasl? It dropped out. And that's what the concept of Hamzatul Wasl is. Hamzatul Wasl only only becomes significant, only is used when you start from here, from this word. So because nothing in Arabic starts with a silent letter. Like in English you have school. So starting with a silent, school, like that. In Arabic, no, you need a vowel before. So, and the vowel, so this is basically, you can say, a temporary vowel. It's temporary vowel. Hamzatul Wasl can take on Hamzatul Wasl. What is Hamzatul Wasl? It looks like this. Okay, I've got 2 minutes to go. Hamzatul Wasl actually looks like this. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. So what is this thing on top? This thing on top is actually a letter Sod. Head of the letter Sod. That's what Hamzatul Wasl is. Basically telling you that when you are reading in continuum, okay, then you don't need this. But when you actually start from this, then Hamzatul Wasl is going to assume a haraka. So now if you start from here, now you need to apply a certain haraka. Haraka means one of the fatha kasra dhamma or zabar zair pesh. You need to apply that. Okay. So here, because it's a noun, we will always use a fatha. Al. Like even here. Al, we'll use here. But the thing is that now this is a ra, so we don't use the lam as well. So we go straight into ra. Ar-Rahman. And same thing, Ar-Rahim. It's a little bit more involved. We will talk a little bit in more detail afterwards. But here, if you were to actually start reading from Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, then you know that this Hamzatul Wasl drops out. And if you keep on reading, then all of these Hamzatul Wasls, they keep on dropping out. Only Hamzatul Wasl is used when you actually start from that word. Okay, now look at this one here. There's slight difference. For example, if you wanted to start from here, it'll be Alhamdu. If you wanted to say start from here, it'll be Ar-Rahman. If you wanted to start from here, Ar-Rahim. Okay, here Al-Mustaqim, As-Sirat. Okay, Al-Maghdub, because all of these are nouns. Ad-Dallin, again, noun. Here, now you're stuck. What do we do here? Okay. Well, this is not a noun. This is actually a verb. Okay. Verb of the command type. So now there are definite rules. Inshallah, we will. But you all know what happens here. This will actually gets a kasra ihdina. But why it gets a kasra? Inshallah, we will look in more detail. My time is over. As I said right in the beginning, uh, that 1 hour is very very tight, but that's what we have now. Inshallah, we will see if we can do whatever. I mean, for me to put more time, it's pretty tight now, but inshallah we'll see how we can do. We will try to do a little bit more because every tajweed class we won't have the introduction anyways, so that time we are going to gain inshallah ta'ala. So for today, we will stop here. Download all the links, and you can start looking at them. And yes, also I'm going to put up the registration link. Please register over there. Then you will be able to ask the question. Let me just show you from here. Yeah. So I'm going to put the registration link here somewhere. Okay. So you register, and then at the same time, inshallah, it will give me. The coming week is going to give me time to streamline all the questioning and answering process, inshallah, and we'll take it from there. So for today, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me first of all and all of us the tawfiq to first of all appreciate the importance of reciting the the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, importance of reciting the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with tajweed, and then make put in the required effort to learn the rules of tajweed and apply them. And I'm just reminded again that when you register, there is no fees. It's free. Okay, it's free. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa taala accept. It's free registration. But when you register, you will be able to do all the questioning and so on. I mean, asking the questions and stuff like that. But in between, if you have any questions, you can always email email me through this link here. Contact us. So basically, it opens. I think what is it? Yeah, postmaster at qsi1.com. Subhanallahi wa bihamdih. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruk wa natubu ilayk.